Excel is one of the most important tools for an accountant. That is why we want to start this course in order to enhance accountant's knowledge based on how to make use of Excel in your organization. So you're welcome to this course. In this course, we are going to start from the beginner to the advanced level. So we call it Excel for accountants. How you can make use of Excel to prepare all the financial statement of an organization, starting from the day-to-day ledger, the trial balance, the comprehensive income, the financial position, changes in equity, the statement of cash flow, etc. So you're welcome to this course. But however, we have to introduce you to the interface of Excel and how you're going to navigate through all the important interface on this program. We are going to be using Excel 2021, or if you have Excel 365, you can make use of it as well. So now let's just navigate through this. So when you look at this, when you launch your Excel, you will see that you are going to have something like this on your screen as well. So definitely you can see that this is home, and then under the home we have the blank workbook. That is, if you want to start a new work, so you can click on that, and once you sign in into this Excel, then you can make use of templates. So then we have the new. Under the new, you can see that the new, you can make use of the blank as well, and you can pick the template now, so which we are going to explain better. All right, then the next one is the open. Under this open, you can select the previous file. Are you there now? So now, be it on the drive, be it on the PC, be it you want to have a place, then be it on the browser. So now it means that I can select my previous work from the folder. Are you there now? So now if I click on this browse now, it will just navigate me to the next place where I can select the folder that I want to work on. So, but however, we want to start from the root. So let's just pick the new. So I'll just launch. Now you're welcome to the Excel interface. And then in this module, we are going to navigate through the menu of Excel, the worksheet, the spread, status bars, etc. So as you can see, my arrow, please always follow my arrow. So as you can see this, let's start one after the other. As you can see that the first one is file, which represents where we left. So let me just go back. As you can see that. So now then I can now move back to the menu, to the home again. So under the home, you can see that we have the keyboard, we have the font, we have alignment, we have numbers, we have styles, we have cell, then we have editing. So we are going to be diving into this one after the other as we produce in this class. All right, so now let's start from the what spreadsheet is all about. So when you look at this, this we call it spreadsheet. Are you there now? We call it spreadsheet, where we normally insert our data. They call it spreadsheet. So now let me just go back to it. Now in this spreadsheet, you can see something like box. Is that not? And this box is called cell. So it means that in a spreadsheet we have more than 1,000,000 cells. So this is cells, this one cells, this another cells, this another cell. So now what is a cell? Cell is an intersection between the column. Here is the column, as you can see that I have highlighted column D, and the row. So now it means that in a spreadsheet, we have a column. Here is the column. This is column A, column B, column C, column D, column E, column F. Then we have row 1, row 2. This is row 2, row 3, etc. But however, the intersection between a column and a row is called cell. So now if I pick this one now, it means I am on C2, that is column C, row 2. Then, however, you can use this name box to know the actual cell that you are working on. So as you can see that this shows C2. Then if I click on another cell, you see that it is E5, that is E here, and then 5. So if I click on another cell, then this is C9, that is C for the column and then 9 for the row. So now we have the column, and the last column on your sheet, I will there now, on your sheet is this. So for you to get the last column on your sheet, you have to press your control key with your right key. So to have the last column. So now the last column on this sheet is XFD. I will there now, XFD. Then the first column on this sheet is column A. So now what you are saying here is that columns are labels with alphabet. So we have A, B, C, D to Z. And then after the Z, we now have AB. I would then now AB or AA, AB, LC. So now till the last column, which is XFD. So let me just show you through what we are saying, that after the Z, we have AA, AB, AC, AD. So now that is how it works. Now let's move back to the row. Row as well. Rows are labeled with numeric. I would now. So that is why you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But however, the last number of this row, then for you to get that, you have to click your control key and press your down button. So the last column here is 1,048,576. So that is the last row on the sheet. Now let's go back. Not only that, now once you started inserting data in your cell, then that is when you will now make use of all these informations from this menu bar. You see, let me just use my arrow. Now look at the arrow. All these, starting from the keyboard, the font, alignments, numbers, styles, cells, and the editing, all these plays, we call it menu bar. And why this place, it is called formula bar. I will now, the formula bar will show you the data that is inserted in a cell. Let's take for instance, cell can accept either numeric or alphabet. That is, you can type 1, 2, 3 or ABC in a cell. Let's see. So now I think that I want to type 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see that once I clicked enter, I did now. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 5. Is that not? But once I selected the cell again, the same number will appear under my formula bar. So, and then from this formula bar, I can edit what is in that cell D3, because when you look at the name box, you can see that we have D3 there. So now I can now edit this data either from my formula bar. I can edit it like this and give it OK, or I can select that cell, double click it, then I can edit it. As you can see that there is a blinking whistle there. So now I can just edit it and type any other thing that I want to type and press my OK. So now that is how to insert in a cell. Now, inserting in a cell, we have different activities that can occur there. Now, if I want to insert in a cell, like I've said, that it can either be numbers or alphabet. Now, looking at these cells, the size of these cells, the column, I don't know, they are small. Rows as well are small. So how can you like now? For instance, now let's start from this angle that I want to write employee name. Look at this employee name. Then this employee name is written in B4. Is that not cell B4? Now, assuming that I now want to write employee ID. Now, But you look at this, you see that immediately that I punch enter, you can only see employee. Is that not? There is nothing like name again. So it means that the width of this column is small. Is that not? So now how can we expand the width of any sheet? Are you there? So it's either you will move your mouse to this, and immediately when the mouse change to the cross, then you will now left click, hold it, and drag that cross, as you can see, so to any width that you want. So now look at this. Now you can see that this is employee name, and then I can come to this place as well, repeat the same thing. Is that not? Then right click and drag it. So now as you can see that, or let me just go back. Now let me just give you another means. Or what I can do here, let us know that I want to expand this D. Is that not? So D now, I want to expand the width of this column. So I can just right click. You see, I can right click, then I will now move down to the column width and enter any other width that I want to use. For instance, now I want to make use of 50 widths. So I'll just click enter. Look at this. So now look at this. Now it means that from this to this, it is 50 widths. Are we there? So now that is how to expand your column. Then also the same thing is applicable to your rows. Are we there? Now you can come to this row. Let me pick row 4. Let me just so now as you can see, I have selected row 4. Then what I have to do is just to move my mouse to the edge. Then when it turns to the cross, then I'll left click, hold it, and drag it down. As you can see that, and drag it down. So that is how you can expand either your cell or your column. Or I can use the second method by selecting the row. Then I will now right click, move to the row height, and type whatever I want to use. So as you can see that, so that is how to expand your rows and your column in Excel sheet. Now let me return all this one to the normal to the initial stage. So what I have to do here is that I can use my undo key. So how can I do that? What I have to do here is that I can come to this place, look at my arrow, you can see undo, or by using your shortcut, look at it, Ctrl plus Z. Is that not? Ctrl plus Z, or you can drag your arrow to this place and click it. So now let me just use my shortcut, Ctrl with Z, just to return everything to the normal. Alright, so as you can see that here is the normal one. Now let us assume that I want to expand more than a single column. How would I now? For instance, now I want to expand this C to I. I want them to have the same width. Are you there now? So what I have to do here is that I'll just click on this column C. It will highlight. Then you have to hold your shift key. Hold it. Press it down. Don't release it. Then you will now press your right arrow key to just select that column to hide. As you can see this. So after you have selected it, the next thing is just to right click and go to your column width. Then let us know that I want to use 25. So I'll just type 25 with, then click enter. So it means that from C to I, they are having the same column width. So let me just undo it. Don't forget, you can either come to this place or use your shortcut key by pressing Ctrl Z. Alright, so that is not only that. Are we there? Now, when you look at this, we have sheet 1. Is that not? A sheet is like a page. So now you can call it page 1. Then for you to add more pages in Excel workbook, so you can just click on this cross, new sheet. Have you seen it? So you can just add sheet 2, sheet 3. Then you can edit this name. While you right click it, then you will see Have you seen it? Insert, delete, rename, move, copy, view code. We are still coming to all this one. You can tap color, you can hide. So now we're still coming to this button. Let me just delete this back. So that is how to add more sheet. All right. So now all this. So now all this side we call it status bar. So that is status bar. So now when you look at this one you can use it to move your sheets. Are you there now? Moving it. So the last one here is V, but once you started clicking this one, are you there now? It will be moving. Also, you can use this one to drag it down as well. So that is how to make use of this. Then we have 100% here. If we normally use this one to zoom it. If you want to zoom your worksheet, have you seen it? You can zoom it or take it down. But however, you are advised to work on your sheet when it is 100%. Then we have different layout. So this one is normal. Then I can use page layout like this. That you can see that there's now a border there. Is that not? Border. This is the first page, the second one, and then the next one. So let me just, have you seen it? Have you seen it? So now it means that once you use this page layout, you have different pages. Then let's move to this, the third one here, which is page break review. So now that is the page break review. So that is how to make use of that. So now let's go back to our normal